Boys and girls, welcome back. Manchester United nil, Arsenal 1. We got the 3 points, which at the end of the day is all that really matters. Now, look, I could go in hard on the players today because I was really disappointed with the overall performance. But I think at the end of the day, when you apply all of the context, I will take 3 points. That is all that really mattered today, was getting those 3 points, particularly when you look at the fixtures we have in front of us. So, as I said, I'm going to try and hold back. I was bitterly disappointed with the overall performance. I was wanting to see more from Arsenal today. But I think when you put the context in there and consider that Manchester United are definitely an improved side with the additions of Mbeumo and Cunha, I think there was a lot of optimism around Manchester United for this first game of the season. The fans were up for it. You could see the squad was up for it, and they played well. They did. They played much better than I thought they were going to play, and I think Arsenal looked a mile off it, which is concerning. But as I said, right now I'm going to try and focus more on the positives, which is that we got the win. Um, and that is not going to be an easy place to go to, I think, this year, Old Trafford, because I do think Manchester United are going to be a lot better than they were last season. If I look into the player performances on a more individual level, I thought Raya looked a lot more assured from a set piece point of view, which is really great to see because I think he looked really shaky during preseason. I think Gabriel and Saliba looked immense. They definitely grew into the game, and we're just so lucky to have a centre back pairing like that. That they are just so good. And honestly, right now with the way we play, which is very much kind of defense first, we're just so lucky that we have two centre backs of that quality. I thought Ben White played okay. I think Ben White, he one on one, he's just a little bit too easy sometimes. I feel like every time Cunha or someone on that left hand side of the Manchester United attack kind of ran at Ben White, I just found myself feeling a bit nervous. Whereas when Timber's in that right back spot, I feel so much more confident because he's just such a good one on one defender. So I do think as we move into the season, I think Timber will reclaim that right back spot. Um, so yeah, it was an okay performance. I thought Calafiori, look, he got the goal, which was great. Um, there's there- there is a player there with Calafiori. I think there is a player, no doubt. Going forward, he offers a lot. There's an aura about him. He's a big boy. I just think defensively, I'm not convinced. Like I thought Mbeumo in that first half had so much space, and yeah, I'm just not sure about Calafiori from a defensive point of view. Um, but he got the goal, and look, hats off to him. I thought Zubi looked okay, didn't really do anything too special, didn't do anything wrong particularly. Um, I thought it was an okay performance. I thought Declan Rice looked well off it. I think he might have actually been suffering from an injury. He didn't look right the whole game to me. Like we're so used to Declan Rice being up and down, full of energy, and he just looked a little bit off the pace. And when he came off, I noticed he was limping a little bit. He had some pretty big strapping on his leg. Yeah, I don't think he was 100% today, Declan Rice. Martin Odegaard, look, again, all the energy in the world, all the effort, all the fight. But again, considering what we want from Odegaard as our 10, our creative, I just thought going forward again, there were a couple of occasions, particularly in that second half, where he had he had the chance to kind of unleash Saka, unleash Gyökeres, and he just didn't get the pass right. He misplaced it, underhit it, overhit it, and I just think from a creative killer ball point of view, I just think he's just not he's not doing it at the moment, Odegaard. And I'm going to be really interested to see how long Arteta kind of shows faith with him because I think at some point we are going to maybe have to look at something different, which is hard to say because I think particularly after this whole Tony Adams thing that came out during the week, I think Arteta feels even more so than ever that he has to back Odegaard. So I don't think that will be a change that happens overnight. But Odegaard, from an attacking point of view and doing what we need him to do, which is that killer ball, that goal, assist, he needs to start contributing there big time. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I thought Saka, that was probably one of his quietest games, just didn't get into the game really. Martinelli again, like to me, Martinelli looks like he's playing knowing that the end is near. He's just so ineffective going forward now. Like I don't even know what it is anymore. Like he does everything you want in terms of the defensive work. He comes back, he tracks back, he puts all the effort in the world in there. But going forward, there's just nothing happening. Like he had this one chance in the first half where he kind of got into the box, cut back, and just a weak shot at the goalkeeper where he could have lifted his head up, found a pass, but he just swung a leg at it, and it just summed up Martinelli, which is just I don't know. I don't feel like defenses fear Martinelli at all anymore, which wasn't the case 2, 3 seasons ago. He was this electric young winger who had, no one knew what he was going to do, and he frightened the life out of defenders. Whereas now I almost think defenders they don't even worry about him anymore. So we absolutely have to find an upgrade to Martinelli. I thought it was really telling that Trossard didn't come on today. I think Trossard will be sold, and I just think it will be criminal if Arsenal don't go out and buy a genuine upgrade on that left wing. Gyökeres, look, again, I'm not going to go too hard on the guy. First game in the Premier League, tough match away to Manchester United. But he just didn't have enough of the ball. He barely got onto the ball. When he did get on the ball, he did look a bit clunky and a bit clumsy, which was disappointing. He had that one chance in the second half where he kind of ran into the channel, and he had the chance to kind of cut it back and take on the defender and get a shot away, and he kind of got the ball under his feet and then got bounced off the ball and gave away a foul, and it was just that kind of just summed up his game really. It wasn't the best debut, but I'm not going to hold too much judgment here. I do think he's going to bag a ton of goals. I guess my worry with Gyökeres is, does he have the link up abilities to offer something a little bit more than just purely kind of getting on the end of chances? But then again, I guess that's why we bought him. So it's a tough one. Definitely not one to look back on with fond memories. In terms of substitutes, I thought when Havertz came on, I thought he did really well. He understood what stage we were at in the game, held up the ball well, took it into the corners, drew fouls. I thought he did well. I thought Timber came on and just solidified everything on that right-hand side, which was really great to see. Miles Lewis-Skelly didn't have a lot to do. Marino was only on for a few minutes, but like I said, I think I wanted to see a better performance. I wanted to see more fluidity going forward. We didn't really get any of that, but at the end of the day, on an opening day fixture against a much improved Manchester United, who were obviously full of confidence and willingness to put on a performance for a fan base that they ultimately let down significantly last season. I thought to come away with a clean sheet and a win is all you can ask for. And then hopefully we can move into the Leeds game next weekend, put on a much better performance from an attacking point of view, get a couple of goals. Hopefully Gyökeres can get on the score sheet, and then we can move into that Liverpool game just feeling a little bit better about ourselves, because I can tell you right now, if we play like that against Liverpool, we will get absolutely smoked. And I just don't want to see us playing like that. Like if that's going to be our style of play again moving into this season, it's going to be a long season. Like I got up at 1:30 a.m. to watch that game, and I just found myself in that second half thinking to myself, like, we're just sitting here just allowing Manchester United to just come wave after wave, and we just didn't look to have any desire to actually play some football. And when we did try and play, we didn't have that ability. We couldn't string more than 2, 3 passes together. So in that sense, it was really disappointing. I also forgot Madueke obviously came on with a good 25 minutes to go or something, and I thought ultimately he looked disappointing. He got absolutely roasted a few times by Amad Diallo from a defensive point of view, and that's the thing with Martinelli. From a defensive point of view, he's gonna offer something. He's gonna help. But I thought Madueke did nothing going forward, And then going back, he got roasted, which put us under some real pressure. So that's what I'm saying, where it's tricky with Martinelli, because he does offer something defensively, which in these type of away games is really important. But yeah, we just, when you look at what Eze did against Chelsea with that free kick and just the way he is, I can't believe we're not bringing Eze in, and we have to bring a left winger in. Like right now, we're not winning the league, in my opinion. We have to bring in more from an attacking sense if we genuinely want to compete for the Premier League. But it's a story for another day. The most important thing is we got the 3 points, kept a clean sheet, and we keep it rolling. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Follow, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Get in.